You already know what it is. I'm just trying to live.
On November 16, 2022, Brookhaven police were called to a Navy Federal Credit Union branch in Brookhaven, Georgia, after a man attempted to withdraw $15,000 in cash following the deposit of a fraudulent $45,000 check.
Yeah, I got you. What'd you know so far?
All right, so apparently, I haven't made contact with him. He's sitting over here in the office. Apparently, he deposited this check, I guess 2 days, was that 2 days ago? What's today's date?
Yeah, today's 16.
Okay, so 2 days ago, and it was put on a 2-day hold, so it was supposed to be released today.
Yep.
So he came back in today. Do we know where it was deposited?
He did it on his app, on his mobile app, which is how it's kind of like.
Okay.
But I'm looking at it, and you can tell that it's altered.
So he came in to try to do a $15,000 withdrawal, and you said you've been in contact with this company here?
Yeah, and they confirmed that their checks were stolen, and this check specifically was payable to a completely different business.
Okay.
So we don't know how many checks they're in possession.
What was the clue to you that it was?
So when you, I mean, there's a lot of things. So like the fact that it's all, this font in general is not the same as the rest, which is a big indicator of fraud. We see a lot of fraud here. And then when you zoom it in, you can see that like it's blurry around the payee name. So it's
blurry around the what?
Around the payee name. So
What did you do?
once you, because we're able to like blow this image up there, and you could just tell. So when I looked at that, I contacted the business, and they confirmed it was altered. Well, stolen. The checks were stolen, and that's not the right payee, she said.
Was this one of y'all's cards?
Yeah, it's just the debit card they used.
115, can you check Noah?
So, can I get? Well, I'm gonna need your information as well, but
Okay.
I will need probably the contact info for this company so I can speak.
So all this is correct, it looks like. I basically just Googled them, and the number came up, and then they actually got me in hold with the CEO.
Say the last part.
They got me in contact with the CEO, but I just Googled this business, and it's all this information, the address and all that seems to be right. But I called the number on Google, not necessarily to the number on the check.
And then, does he know that he's been detained, or is he just told to wait this one? This one. Cool.
So grilled it with tea. It came back. It came back to David Perdue, the OLM, but I can't tell. I want to go run it and look at the picture and see what comes back on the picture. You want me to go in there with you while you talk to him, or you want me to go run it first?
Can I have this?
Hold on, Ron.
I'll just go talk to him, see what he wants to tell me.
I'll come in there. I'll come in there with you. Okay. I'll go run this real quick and see what the picture looks like, and I'll be right back.
The officer then spoke with the suspect, whose story initially seemed very believable.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm good, sir. Hey, I'm Officer Flynn with the Brookhaven Police Department.
Yes, sir.
So, first, do you have any weapons or anything on you? I need to know about? No. Okay. So the bank thinks that the check is a fraud. Is there anything you can tell me about the check?
No, sir. It's actually a check from my business partner.
Okay.
Been knowing the guy for years.
It's from your business partner?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind if I take notes while we
Yes, sir.
talk?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, where's my pen?
And the check is a fraud.
No. They said
115, that's the individual I just ran. I gave you the
they said
goal in the
that
road.
they think it might be fraud. So, we got to investigate. What's real quick? What's your first name? David. Okay. So you said the check was from whom?
It is actually the property is Purdue Properties. Is Porter Purdue Properties is the name of the business. Actually, the check was from my business partner. It's just for repairs, actually for property.
Okay. So you're saying the check was
120 check, I'm holding on.
for him?
No, it's for us, for repairs for the property. Yes, sir. We plan to put the money into the property and be able to take out the equity out.
We'll be allowed on Buford Highway and Brownwood Road, which will say Romeo Games.
Were you clear on that?
7424.
Yeah. You said
83.
Yeah. Okay, so, sorry, I know we just discussed this, but
Yes, sir.
it's hard to keep track of some things sometimes. So, check was written to your business partner or to the group of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and who was the check from?
It was for Jeremy Porter.
It was written to Jeremy Porter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was one of his close acquaintances. We were just at the property Monday.
And do you know who wrote the check? What business?
I don't know the name of the business.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the business. But we were all literally just there Monday. We were just there Tuesday.
What property was it for?
It was for a property. The property is 2550.
Well,
If the check isn't good, I've already started repairs on this property.
yeah, I understand.
We'll go ask her something real quick.
Okay. Do you have the physical check with you?
No, I did not bring
No.
it with me. No, sir.
Were you the one that deposited?
It was a direct deposit, yes. Just took a picture with all of us was together. Literally.
What did you deposit on your
On my phone, yeah.
Okay,
All of us was together.
gotcha. Who's all of us?
Me and Jeremy and the other gentleman. We were all standing there together.
Gotcha. Is there a phone number for Jeremy? And then who was the other person that was with y'all?
That was his buddy. I forgot his real name. We know him as buddy.
I don't want to give up no more information. No, I don't want to give up
So
that
with,
much.
is he part of the business decision?
No, well, just with this one, because we kind of needed his help. We were at a standstill,
Yeah.
just with this one. But this is actually our first endeavor.
You and the other guy?
No, this is Purdue's Properties, our first endeavor.
Gotcha.
So you getting caught up on your first lick. God damn, nigga.
So you guys were trying to flip houses?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, there's money in it. It's just, I don't know if right now's the time, man. Market's starting to change direction.
But you know, that's why actually what we're doing now is really more of investing, and we'll keep the property. It's just taking out the equity.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a backup officer spoke with the
Why
bank
though?
employee to gather more.
Why are you taking out the equity? Why not keep it in there? I don't know. You know. It seems like, I don't know. It seems like you ain't making the best decisions, buddy. Because you got the fucking police in your face right now. That's the only reason I said that, you know.
More details, then returned to hear what the suspect had to say.
Who deposited this check? So you have a combined bank account for your company with whoever Mr. Porter is?
No, I have my separate bank account and the business bank account.
Okay. Who is the porter of Porter Purdue Properties?
That's Jeremy Porter, the
Okay.
business partner.
Okay. So which account was this check deposited into? Your
Business account.
the business
Business
account.
account, yes, sir.
Okay. And you're the one that signed to this check?
Yes, sir.
Because if you flipping houses, right, like, that mean the house ain't worth a lot. So if you taking the equity out to fix it up, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. You probably should have had your own money. I don't know. Let me shut up. I ain't, I'm just some dude on the
What
internet.
exactly is the issue with the check, if you gentlemen don't mind?
Well, one thing that we're looking at right now is I'm comparing. I would assume that you sign a lot of things being a business person, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So people tend to sign their signature the exact same
Yes,
way
sir.
every time, right?
Yes, sir.
And your signature is on your driver's license.
Yes, sir.
So I'm looking at your signature on your driver's license, and I'm looking at the signature on the back of this check, and I can tell you that they don't look anything alike. They look completely different. So That's the first thing that stands out to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But a signature on a business check, is that really a problem? That's what I'm asking. What's the
So
problem?
that's not why we're here. Like,
Okay.
that's just something that happened to stand out.
There's no way that he's sent me a bad check.
Who?
The gentleman we got it from. Because I've already spent money on the check. There's no way.
Who'd you get it from?
Buddy gave the guy that.
Go ahead and tell her who gave you this shit. You probably his brother or somebody he know. Come on, man. Come on, man. This the part where they blame the person who gave them the check. Man, come on, man. What if a little kid just handed you the check? Then what? What the fuck?
That was with
What if somebody was like, hey, go get his check to him? I don't know. This nigga's story falling apart to me though.
Jeremy gave us the check. The only reason I met with them was to deposit the check. That was it. But
How well you know your business partner?
very well.
Yeah.
Very well. We both work at Delta Airlines. I've been there since 2011. He's been there since 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been there a long time.
Yeah. You got at least a decade together.
Yeah, we've been there a long time.
And then you guys decided to go into business
We
together.
decided to go to business together.
And then Buddy is who?
This is Jeremy Frank. He's from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta.
Okay. And then so, what was the situation in which you got a check from Buddy for this property?
Well, the situation with that was we needed repairs to the property.
Yeah, I understand.
We needed repairs to our property, and we did not have the funds for the repairs for the property.
Okay.
Like you said, the market is amazing. If we can do these repairs, we'll have them come out and appraise, and we'll be able to pull out equity out of the property.
So who's Buddy?
Just Jeremy friend. Just a friend of his.
And then,
No name.
so why? My question is, why is he writing your business a check?
Because in this property, he's in on it. He
Okay.
will be in on this property.
Gotcha.
Just because we needed his help.
Okay. So I guess the objective was this is the first property you guys are
This was the
doing.
first property to get
Some random friend just writing you a check. You don't know who he is writing you the check. He handed you the check, right? You don't know I don't know. And you say he in on it, but you don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as smart as this dude talking to the police. I don't know.
Yeah.
The equity will get us another one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This nigga face is changing.
Did you learn anything?
I did. Mr. Purdue.
He looked like he don't even believe what he said. Look at his face. He's like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Yes, sir.
So what did you say this gentleman's name is? Jeremy Porter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We've been to the bank together. We work together.
Been to this bank together?
Yes, sir.
How do you know Mr. Porter?
We work together.
Well, I see that. I mean, obviously, you guys have a business together.
We work together. Delta Airlines. We have a job. Our first job is together.
Okay, so you know him from a
Yes,
previous
sir.
job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long y'all known each other?
2011.
2011.
2011.
Okay. Did you explain to him why they called us?
Not yet.
Wow, that the check appeared to be fraud.
Yeah. So
125. Okay, tell me.
all right.
But
So
I'm sorry,
here's
there's no way
the
this is
thing.
fraud because this gentleman actually offered to meet us here with the check. The only reason we did was because it was closer
So-
to just do it over the phone.
The bank has been in contact with the company who is the holder of these checks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they have notified the bank that not only are they not familiar with your company, but that they have recently had checks stolen from their business, and that this specific check, 005185,
Yes, sir.
is written in their records to a completely different company.
got you. They got you.
This check is fraudulent. All right.
Yes, sir.
So this is one of those things. I don't know if a police officer has ever told you this before, but this is one of those times where we know the answers to questions that we're asking you, saying what you're going to tell us, and it would be in your best interest to be completely honest because that dictates which direction things go from here.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'm asking you questions. You're giving me answers. I already know the answer. This check is fraudulent. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The bank has been in contact with the company, this Community Construction Group.
Yes, sir.
And Community Construction Group, I had them ask very specifically if they were familiar with your company to see if there had been some sort of mix-up.
This was the first time.
And they're not. They're not familiar at all. The other thing that I find kind of odd is that, I know you said you've known Mr. Jeremy Porter since 2011. $45,000 is an awful lot of money to have a bank account, a company bank account with a business partner who's not even on the bank account. I'm here to tell
Your business partner not in the bank account for the business? How he gonna get paid?
you, some of my closest friends in the world that I've known for 20 plus years, if our company was handling money like that, $45,000, you best believe that my name is going to be on that bank account as well. So just kind of odd that your company would be dealing with large sums of money to the tune of $45,000, but your name is the only name that's on the company business account.
Yes, sir.
Just something that's, again, kind of odd. So, you sure that there's no other information that you want to offer in reference to this check or anything like that?
Well, I really have nothing else. I do not know nothing else about the check.
Okay.
But as far as the situation with me and Jeremy Porter, we have two businesses. Like I said, we've known each other for a long time.
Okay.
We also have a trucking business. The trucking business was what he wanted to pursue. It is 100% in his name.
Okay.
The property
If that's-
business was it something totally different he
Again,
wanted to pursue?
If that's something, I'm not saying you're lying to
Yes,
me.
sir.
What I'm saying is it just seems kind of odd.
And like I said, that was the reason that I personally had to deposit the check, because he couldn't come up and deposit it with my account.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically my account. So yes, I did meet him and we deposited the check. But I didn't think anything was wrong.
Y'all deposited the check
Together.
through the app.
Yes, together.
Right. Okay.
But I didn't think anything was wrong because I've used the money, already bought stuff with the money, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think anything was an issue.
Okay. That is what I learned.
Okay.
How long's your business been?
This is a new business.
Okay.
This is a new business. The trucking business is 3 years old. This business is a year and a half.
A year and a half.
I want to say yes, a year and a half.
Okay. And
Year.
how long have you had the account?
Since June. Here in Navy Federal since June.
Okay. The business account has only been open for 3 months.
Okay.
Maybe in June. No, it's been longer than 3 months, hasn't it?
Remember just a minute ago when I told you sometimes I'll ask you a question that I already know the answer to? The business account has only been open for 3 months. He's the only one listed on the business
Oh, I came in and
account.
opened it.
Again, whether or not that's
Their personal
agreement between the two of them, I don't know. But
And then he's telling me that the check, because he said that he deposited it, there's 3 of them there, and that the check was from a friend that he doesn't know. It's just a guy named Buddy.
That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, bro, you don't know who gave you the damn money? And y'all doing business? Ain't like you got a 9 to 5. Who the hell is paying you? If it was me, I'm not just finna take no. I don't know who. That's weird. Hell no, I ain't taking shit from you. I don't know you. Or you be in this situation. Y'all be so damn greedy for some money.
We've done business with before. We've towed for him before and everything.
What's his name, nigga?
Transported for him before.
What's his name?
And who does he work for?
He not gonna snitch on him though, cause he know who the fuck gave him the money. You know.
He works for the company on this check, or he's subcontracting you?
I'm honestly not 100% sure.
Well, see, therein lies one of the problems.
Yeah, I'm honestly not 100% sure.
So,
How are you doing business like that? And then look at he looking like he ain't doing shit wrong. Come, y'all got a lot of nerve, boy.
Yeah.
we'll be back with you in just a moment, okay?
Yes, sir.
I mean, 45 grand, man, I would be on that bank account.
Yeah, I would too.
You know. So I asked if they'd ever had any suspicious
Who
activity.
gave you all that damn money?
No, because the account's only 3 months old.
24/7.
He stated he's the one who deposited it. So he told me he's the one who deposit. And
Y'all better stop doing that fucking scamming shit. I know niggas who do that shit, but they not living too good. Y'all might say, "Oh, you do what you want." Yeah, your quality of life is not extravagant, so you know you're really settling for whatever you can get doing this shit until you get caught. You know, you better off doing something legal. Y'all putting all this time into this shit. You could have did it the right way and been just kept going, doing it the right way. But hey, y'all gonna keep on doing this shit and get locked the fuck up, and I'm gonna keep reacting to it.
so you spoke to the business.
She had the business on the phone. I only had to ask 2 questions. Is she checking on us? 115. If you're checking on us, we can Tennessee. But I asked the 2 very specific questions that I had her ask was, one, I'll click that. So the 2 questions I asked is, one, are they familiar with this company at all?
Yeah.
Have they ever done business with this company? And they said no, that they have no idea who that is. The second question was, she said that this check had been written to a different company, and the company is Cason, C-A-S-A-N or C-A-S-O-N, Environmental Demolition Services. That's who this check, Environmental Demolition Services. That's who this check was written.
Yeah, and they stole that check and put their company on it. Okay.
Actually written to.
Yeah.
Y'all see how these folk gonna catch you. They gonna catch you. Y'all can't do this shit. They gonna let you keep doing it and doing it and doing it because they want you to have a big ass sheet with a list of the shit you did, and they gonna record the shit. They gonna have your ass on camera, whip out that damn list and be like, "Hey, you did this at this time on this day." They gonna say you did it this many times. You took this much money. Look at you on camera too. Look at you. We got you right there. That's you. That's you. Man, y'all stay in school, kids.
So, first things first, go ahead and stand up, turn around.
Could you please not arrest me in front of the bank? Can I walk outside with you guys?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Just put your phone down.
Oh, it's put in my pocket. It's all right.
The reason I'm not going to walk you outside is because if you decide to run,
Oh, I'm honestly not.
I don't feel like chasing you. Alright, just turn face the wall. Let me make sure these cuffs are not too tight, and I'm going to lock them so they don't get any tighter on you, alright?
Yes, sir.
We'll walk you outside.
Yes, sir.
To the right. To the right. Okay. So the issue is the bank said that the check appears to be altered. Go and stand in front of my car, please. The check appears to be altered, and the account that the company that wrote the check has no idea who your business is, and they've confirmed that that check number was written to another business. Okay, so you're telling me that you were given a check from a person that you don't know, you deposited it, and now you're trying to withdraw funds. So the way I interpret that is you deposited a fraudulent check and you're trying to withdraw money from fraud. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and face the vehicle. Spread your feet for me. Do you have any weapons or anything on you? Any contraband, anything I need to be worried about? Go ahead and have a seat. Watch your head.
While sitting in the back seat of the police vehicle, he began talking to himself and saying bizarre things.
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Literally. I'm gonna go to jail for murder.
You're an idiot.
Oh, this is legit. This is my home. I'm purchasing this house. All of this is legit. Yes. I'm looking to purchase this property. All of this is fucking legit.
Do you need the window down or anything?
No, sir. No, sir.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would have knew that. Bitch, I wouldn't have came in the bank to cash the motherfucker if I would have knew the bitch was fake. The fuck?
Yes, you would, because that's what you did, nigga. What you talking about? You know they in there recording you, so you talking like that. It's all good, man. You got caught, man. Take the L, man. Just shut up, man. You making it worse for yourself, bro.
He gonna give every dime back I spent on the motherfucking windows for that bitch too. Every fucking dime I spent.
He was charged with forgery in the 3rd degree and transported to the DeKalb County Jail for booking.
Get your wallet, your phone, your inhaler, and your car keys.
Well, kids, what did we learn today? Don't fucking do scamming shit. You gonna get caught. I'm just trying to live.